UNSC Report to Office of Naval Intelligence, 2391. The Great Khan is dead. The Khanate has survived the crowning of their successor, but their fleets have nevertheless fractured. This fortuitous turn of events has allowed our own fleets to recuperate their losses due to the temporary reprieve. The Khanate fleets are holding steady within their own borders, but with our replenished forces, we are confident that Galactic and other lost systems can be retaken. This war isn't over until the Khan is no longer a threat. I am authorizing the deployment of Orion Class 2, now rechristened as Spartan 2. Spartan deployment is a go. End report. Hi guys, Tom from Project T here, and welcome back to Stellaris Responsibilities Mantle. Last time, the original horde of the Great Khan didn't collapse. The Great Khan died, they retreated for a while, but they have successfully managed to come back again. They weren't initially at war with us, but we changed that pretty quick. We are now at war with the new Midari khanate, and we are taking back the territory they stole from us, starting with Stellaris. That world that they glassed and burned and took for themselves over Galactic. Yeah, it's a Gaia world. We're not leaving it to them. We're coming in, so we're at a war where the war goal is Vassalization. At the end of this, they will be vassalized, and we should claim the system of Stellaris for ourselves. Get that world back, which will leave the Midari khanate with the old Yanmi world over here, plus the planet over here, which is currently their capital. If it would load in. There we go. That took a moment. Where is this planet over here? Yeah. Sheepator. Can I see what's there? Not much, but that's their capital. And the only two fleets I believe they have are these two 14k fleets. So I should be able to handle them pretty well when they come in. Especially since I outnumber them anyway. Right now, Zarklan's battle group is en route to Stellaris. We're going to start with that system and take it. I have battle group Omega 2 also en route to provide some fire support, led by the UNSC IO. And so far the other fleets are all on standby. UNSC Plurivortum still up, that's always nice to see. Should I require it, I'll probably send Battle Group Sierra 3, led by the UNSC Hannibal, in to provide extra fire support. That's 10k. Hopefully I'll keep over Earth for the time being. I'm not going to need that amount of firepower for this, I do not believe. Especially if I am going to end up having to go toward the Yanmi if I have to reach these systems. Though, I could also jump drive in, that's also a option. We'll see whether it becomes necessary or not. I'll start by taking the Midari khanate systems over here. We should have this war pretty well in hand and finally put the threat of the Great Khan to rest. At long last, considering they absolutely devastate the Ongoy. Never again. Which will leave us with only this other threat over here, the Created, who, after being beaten back in a couple of wars by the Mantle Responsibility and the Megekolo, have absolutely shattered the Megekolo and are now shattering the Sanshayum as well. The Covenant is in a bit of disarray at the moment. Janjor Quam is completely enclosed in, and look, yeah, the systems that were once belonged to the Kigyar that had been vassalized by the Covenant, yeah, they've been completely taken. The Created are wiping the Kigyar out in quick succession, and yeah. I mean, there's currently a battle over the last Kigyar world over here, but all they have in system over this planet is a single nearly destroyed CCS class battlecruiser, the CSS Party 5. That's all they have in this system. The only Covenant vessel. It's currently attacking transport ships, but yeah. Considering what the Created have over here, and this is the Empire capital as well apparently, they moved it from High Charity for some reason. But yeah, they're absolutely bombing the shit out of it. And once they're done, they'll probably move over to High Charity, the Covenant's holy city. They didn't end up too much of a threat in this campaign compared to compared to what I was expecting. I suppose because they spawned next to the Created, who are coming back with a vengeance and absolutely decimating everything. I mean, they've gained a lot of territory now, so eventually we're going to have to confront them. But for now, we should focus our resources on the Khan. You know, first things first, he's our immediate neighbour and immediate problem. So in that regard, technology-wise, we're getting 0-point reactor in 92 months. Naval capacity is going up in 31 months, which is good, we need that. And plasma thrusters, so we'll be able to go faster. Maybe we'll be able to keep up with Zarklan's battle group a little better. As they are currently possessed of level 5, but yeah. In the war, that has certainly been to my detriment at times, because they always tend to arrive first before the rest are ready if I'm not paying attention. In terms of the galactic community, we're currently voting on the moderate military sanctions, which we're going to get. We only have the the Sangakili Independent Confederation voting against us, which they don't hold much because they have a single system. Sankili is still a mess. The bloody 3 factions split up at this point. I mean, Sankelios doesn't even belong to the Swords of Sankelios anymore. The sovereignty of Sankelios holding 2 systems. The Arbiter did not do too well this game. Meanwhile, in the Federation, we are about a third of the way towards next level, which will get us more naval capacity for the Federation fleet. Damage to endgame crisis. Yes, give me. I want damage to the Flood. And unifying might, which gives us extra unity. I will be very happy to have that. But for now, over at Anchor 6B, the successor to the old station that was at Rizal that the Khan destroyed, we're going in, and finally, we're going to end this bloody war. And into the system we go, plus alien barracks. Oh yeah, I forgot this was a thing we were doing. Science Officer Stefano, through xenohistorical analysis of the military installation on Bintu 4, has yielded few tangible results. The base was constructed before the planet turned completely barren, but it is unclear if the current inhospitability was is the result of armed conflict or some more peaceful, even natural process. What can be deduced is that their strategies and tactics in armed conflict does not seem to have been far in advance of our own. On the upside, Science Officer Stefano claims to have drawn much inspiration from the alien remnants, which means military theory. Fair enough, and does that include you? Yes, it does. Continue surveying that system. Meanwhile, Zarklan's battle group, we come back to you. About to attack the station. Here we go. We are engaging. And we will retake this damn thing. There we go. Which leaves Galsaposk. What's the army like there? 200. What do we want? Orbital bombardment selective. Yep, stay on selective. I just want you to target military installations. What are these guys doing? They are going to be coming in. Which means we may need to back off. Though we have the banished fleet over here as well. I was going to say we may be able to land first, but we still have some reinforcements coming. So I may wait for a while and simply have the battle group back off. We'll see. I've decided to start moving Sierra 3 in that direction as well, just to preemptively get some reinforcements going. Now this is interesting. One of the fleets appears to have stopped midway. They aren't currently travelling. Meanwhile, another one is continuing to go along. I could use this to my advantage, potentially. We are ready to jump in immediately when they do. And if they've made the mistake of splitting up their forces, then we can take them. One fleet at a time, we can take them. Alright, indeed they have just jumped into the system. Which means our clan's battle group intercept now. We can deal with them nice and handily, especially since they're not going anywhere. Now they're starting to move though, they're starting to move, but by the time they reach us, it should be too late.
Red alert. Spaceport under fire.
We are engaging. Taking some damage, but we're giving more of a beating than we're taking. They're down to 12, 11, we've lost an escort, we've lost one ship. Second one's down. We're still doing fine. They're down to 8.4. Most of their ships are retreating. There we go. They have retreated. We lost 3 of our destroyers. That is noted. Head into repair.
Anomalous readings registered.
Research. Repair there, and we'll use the station for cover when this other... Oh no, they're heading up. Cheeky shites. They are heading upwards. Where are my other fleets? That's another guy out there. Nice. There are still a few jumps out. They're not going to make it in time. How long is it going to take for you to repair? Not long at all. Admiral of who? Home fleet. Ah, that's unfortunate. Fortunately, I have another admiral in waiting. There you go. Alright, we're repaired immediately. Let's get our asses in there. Head back. Transport fleet, get out of the way. How long until you're done? It's only 19%. Move. You can finish that later.
Construction completed.
Wait, who? What? Mantle responsibility gave the new Midari Khanate association status. Why the hell did you guys do that for?
Knowledge.
Well, they appear to have stopped again. Where are they going? Oh, they've turned around. We have plasma thrusters, so I'll upgrade to that later. What do we want next? We can upgrade the coil guns just for the sake of the stations. How long will that take? 129 months. Let's grab just a coil gun. That will take a month just for the sake of upgrading our station defenses, because they still use those. They're turning around. Where are they going? Next system over, huh? We can keep playing this game as long as you want, Khan. We've got an event going. The native wildlife of Bintu 3 is incredibly hostile and dangerous. Several crew members of the UNSC Herald were lost gathering samples from the wildlife, and every creature is lethal to organic life in some way or another. Genetic sampling of the species we did capture shows clear evidence of genetic tampering. Bintu 3 was most likely a laboratory of the development of alien bioweapons which eventually got loose. Whether or not the creatures destroyed their creators is unknown. Regardless, the hostile nature of the creatures will create significant barriers for our colonists if we choose to pursue colonization. That's unfortunate, but, you know, it's a Gaia world, so it'll work out. And looking here, our Marine Corps has entirely linked up, which is 4.1k altogether. Let's start landing some armies and retake this world. They appear to have stopped dead in their tracks once again, now that we have Zarklan's battle group sitting over here just waiting for them. Battle group Omega is also about to jump in, which will give us an extra battle reinforcements. And we are now going to land on Tagausaposk.
Our forces are making planetfall.
There we go, and we're well and truly outnumbering them. So we've got a Pelican Squadron, some Grizzlies, a a bunch of Grizzlies, a rocket team, a Hornet squadron, and another rocket team there. So, some Pelicans, Grizzlies, Hornets, and rocket teams. Very, very nice. That should deal with that very fast. I'm more interested in what's going to be going on over here. There we go. Ha ha ha! And we've all arrived at the same time. How unfortunate for you guys. I'll let them engage first. Once they do...
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Naval capacity plus 30. Also made curator algorithms, which is also curating vaults. A highly specialized computerized network constantly acquires, analyzes, and evaluates, and puts on display everyday artifacts it deems to be of impending historical import, creating a living museum at the present and a window into the zeitgeist, which produces 5 power. Oh no, sorry, upkeep is 5 power on crystal, produces unity. Right. Fleet command up. Let's go for fleet command. I think that's more in our interests currently. Alright, we're getting close.
War report. Enemy planet secured.
And we've taken Galsaposk back. Alright, go in.
Engaging hostile forces.
Battle Group Sierra is engaging, as is Zarklan's battle group. We have them in a crossfire. One of our destroyers had to retreat, the UNSC Hillsborough. Our other fleet has also engaged. It's just down to their galleon now. And they are done. What was the outcome? Sierra 3 lost 1 destroyer and 2 corvettes. Zarklans lost nothing. Omega 2 lost nothing. Very, very good indeed. Excuse me? End of the Sanshayun Faith. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Sanshayun Faith, has been destroyed by their enemies. The Covenant's gone. The Covenant just got wiped out by the creators. High Charity must have been taken while I wasn't looking. Yeah, they took Gref off and... Where's Janjor? There it is, Janjor Kwon. Yeah, they took High Charity when I wasn't looking. Holy crap. The Covenant just got obliterated. Well, this is certainly an alternate universe, because we barely had any interaction with them. Well, that is mildly concerning. Things are going pretty well now. We have Omega 2 just going around and clearing some of the smaller stations over here, continuing to upgrade our war score. They are not ready to surrender yet, though if I take their capital, they might just be convinced. So we need to push towards it, bear in mind that their fleets have respawned, but nowhere near the power they were. So I'm now having Sierra jump in. They're going to engage first. I have Zarklans also waiting to engage. They can just jump in straight off. What are these guys going to do? Alright, Zarklans, go in. Sierra, go in. Here they go. There, Zarkland is engaging, Sierra is engaging. They're caught in the crossfire once again. Just the galleon, the rest have retreated. Boom. There we go. Did we lose any ships? We lost nothing. Ha! Alright. Zarklans, follow Battle Group Sierra. Battle Group Sierra. Well, start off by taking that station. I think that will get their attention. And we are into their newest system, and together we can take them on. Let them come to us. There we go. Away from their own station. And, yep, first one down, second one engaging. They should have come together or waited at their own station, so they would have had that to back them up. They might have had a chance then, but no. They came at me one by one. And that was their tactical mistake. One destroyer lost. That's a shame. But alas. Nothing we can't fix. Now we just go in and take the station. And send in our ground troops to Sheepator. It's going down. Done. Nothing lost? Nope. Sheepator, what's the status of you, army-wise? 48, you've got nothing. Alright. Head in, start grabbing that. Also, reinforce the one I lost. You, meanwhile. Well, we'll figure out something to do with you in a second. First, Marine Corps. I think it's time to end this. Hopefully, if they kind of get the idea that they can't win anymore. Oh dear, and the Created have declared war on the molecular colonies again. We're really going to have to start and seeing if we can't do something about that, because they are getting very big, very fast. It was rather alarming. We'll focus on that after dealing with the things here.
Report. Enemy planet secured.
And just like that, the enemy planet is ours. That happened very, very quickly. What did that do to the war score? -10. Ooh. Take some more of these systems. That should hopefully tick it into at least +1. And the Ungoya finally had their fleets arrive. They're now going in to take some systems as well. So with luck, it should fall decently quickly. And also, unidentified ships at Facility 6. Alarming reports today from Facility 6, where the black site operated by the Femlar Guardians was located. First, the planet experienced a massive explosion, followed by the complete collapse of the planet's crust. However, before the planet was completely destroyed, a small flotilla of unidentified ships took off. At the moment, it is unclear what their original purpose was, but their behavior indicates they are less than friendly. What the fuck? What are we dealing with here exactly? Strange probe. Interesting. Influence gained. And the Femlar Guardians will be -25. What's our current relationship with the Femlar Guardians? +112. Their opinion of us is 138, so we can do this. Demand an explanation now. You are very observant. It is true that our Black Site Facility 6 has caused the complete destruction of the planet, and it's true that a handful of, well, let's not dwell on what they are escaped from this explosion instead of being destroyed like they were supposed to, and are now poised to take hostile action against you. I know what you're probably thinking there. Reckless experiments are dangerous as all. First of all, it's rude to think such things about your elders. We were doing this while you were still banging rocks together. Second, this was a sacrifice worth making. What is a single backwater system compared to the future of the entire galaxy? And finally, you are not really in danger. The probe are not equipped with any kind of hyperdrives and are not smart enough to build one. We think. If you actually notice them building a hyperdrive, please contact us, because that might actually be a problem. We're positive they can't do it. Absolutely positive. Right. So that's 14k. Alright, home fleet. That's the job for you guys, I think. Because, yeah, my mining stations are going to take a beating. Bloody hell. Ongoing display psionic potential. Latent psionic powers have begun to manifest in certain individuals belonging to the Ungoi species. According to leaked reports from authorities in the Ongoy Assembly, this must be a fairly recent development since we have no record of Ongoy ever displaying psionic abilities on file. According to leaked reports, these powers are so far limited to a very small minority of the Ongoy species as a whole. Scientists of the Ongoy Assembly have offered no explanation. The Ongoy population within our borders have begun exhibiting similar changes as well, so whatever is happening to their species is not localized to a single region of space. Huh. So, the grunts are psychic now. Seems legit. And here we go. War has ended. Our war with the new Midari Khanate has ended due to them being vassalized or annexed by the United Nations Space Command. We have not entered a truce. We admit defeat, but do not think there's anything more than temporary setback. I mean... Oh, we got a new faction as well. The Internal Strength Party, interesting. But yeah, we now have a vassal. The new Midari Khanate. And apparently the Federation cohesion is falling? Oh, because the Midari Khanate joined the Federation. Interesting. I need to have a look at that. Alright, there we go. I managed to fix it. Our XP will be going up again. I just removed one of my envoys from the Ongoy to the Federation. So now I have 2 on the Reclamation, 2 in the Galactic Community. And the Midari Khan, they are now loyal. I just opened borders and gave them a few crystals, and now they are very loyal to me, which should also help out with that a little bit now that they're in the positives. And our Federation is more cohesive. And look, our territory has increased a fair bit. I mean, we just about have a quarter of the galaxy under the Reclamation's control. A whole quarter. I mean, we got territory down here as well, so if you took that and moved it there... Yeah, pretty sure we do have a quarter of the galaxy in total. So, I'd say that's a pretty good day's work. And just in time, our home fleet has arrived to deal with the infestation. There we go, dealing with it quickly enough. We took 2 corvettes worth of damage, which we can repair quickly enough. There we go, they are gone. Where is my other construction ship? Over here. Please go and take this system back. Bloody hell. And we have ourselves a new tradition. What do we have? Governing ethics extraction. Leader lifespan increase. Sure, we'll go with that one. Alright, we are also engaging some void clouds. Hopefully to get rid of them. I mean, our weapons go right through shields, so that's a bonus. There we go, and one more. Perfect, that also allows us to grab that system too. And while we're here, we haven't done this in a little while, let's grab another L gate inside, which puts us one off of opening the L gates. And seeing what's on the other side of those little beauties. Alright, I've got a colony ship en route to a new colony at the Gaia world over at Bintu over here, which I'm going to turn into like a mining world, because you may notice I'm getting like 182 energy credits, 152 food. I'm good for all of these, but I've just gone on a building spree of various things for minerals, some more consumer goods. I've managed to get my admin capacity back to how it should be. I am now under the limit, so finally I'm not getting debuffs from there. It's about time. But that has had a massive impact on my mineral production, so I'm going to turn this world, which I'm calling New Harmony, into a mining world and start fitting out the mining districts. Get back on track for that. And, you know, as a added little nicety, as you can see, the first colonist is going to be a Kigya. You know, I was considering, since the Kigya have been all but wiped out by the created, you know, just allow them to colonize a new world within our borders, so the species can at least survive under the UNSC banner. Aren't I lovely? And got a new set of Zarklan's pilgrims on the way now to reinforce the battle group, which will put us over 20k as well, becoming an increasingly valuable fleet every time that cooldown, well, cools down. And that brings us to 2401, 26th of December. The end of this episode and this decade. That was pretty productive. I mean, we've managed to finally defeat the Great Khan entirely. The Great Khan is now my vassal, is part of the Federation, and is also loyal to us. We are friends now. Their opinion of us is 176 and our relationship is 319. So that's the Marauder problem solved quite thoroughly, which gives us control of a quarter of the galaxy. But on the direct opposite side, it seems another little superpower has formed, and our clear most direct rival is the Created, who I think we need to start considering military action against, considering they're eating the Megekko colonies, and the Mantle of Responsibility are really struggling to keep them at bay. Fortunately, we have discovered a wormhole that links Ungoy space directly to the Mantle of Responsibility, so if we do end up deciding to go to war with them, that will be how we do it and where we attack from. The Mantle of Responsibility. Ideally, we'd want to target Sowell in particular, because that is a key source of their strength. Installation 04. Yeah, it is a very, very busy thing. And they're also starting to get ready to colonize another section of the ring by the looks of it. We need to take Halo from them, if we can. So if we do go to war, I'd probably gather the fleets at Merce here, head through Jack Beth, and go straight to Sowell. I'd want to hit it as hard as I can. What are their defenses like? 183, yeah, we could do that. If we could take Halo, that would be a massive boon for us going forward. We just need to mind the Empire Sprawl and doesn't go up too high again. I don't really want to be making more admin buildings until I get more consumer goods. And for that I need more minerals, and for that I'm going to need to colonize New Harmony over here, which the colonization ship is on route 4. As for the rest of the galaxy, well, it's this old usual mess. The United Front doesn't really seem to be doing anything right now. And the Swords of Sanghedios are just in pieces, as they have been forever, and the enemy are just sitting there. So we also have the L-Gate cluster potentially coming in soon. So what I'm going to do right now, I think in this order. Right now I am upgrading the home fleet with all our up-to-date technology, which includes new reactors, hyperdrives, plasma thrusters, and subspace sensors, plus third generation Mach guns. Tech-wise, I'm also looking for Durasteel, and I have crystalline armor I can now start to research because I did that event. And I'm also planning on adding battleships, the Thermopylae class, to the home fleet. So, next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to upgrade the fleet once again now that the Khan War is over with. I'm going to add battleships to all fleets to try and max out my naval capacity, particularly every time I get more Zarklan's Pilgrims to add, because that is very useful every single time. And then at the 5-year mark, when I can next get an L-Gate Insight, I'm going to do that. I'm going to open the L-Gate cluster first. That'll be the first thing I do. If it's the Tempest, I'll deal with it. I'll get the L-Gate cluster, whatever. If it's either of the other two, I'll just sort that out on my own time. And I'll start moving my fleets over into the Mantle of Responsibility for the purpose of attacking the Created and taking Halo for ourselves. That is our goal. Before the Flood arrive, we want the Halo Ring in UNSC control. But those are musings for another day, so thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Sarah.